Hey everyone, 2026 is absolutely stacked with incredible single-player games. We've got massive RPGs, intense action adventures, and some mind-blowing surprises. Whether you love fantasy worlds or sci-fi mysteries, this list has you covered. Let's dive in. Trails in the Sky's second chapter returns with a modern remake that brings one of the most beloved JRPG stories back for a new generation, arriving fall 2026 on Nintendo Switch 2. The adventure continues Estelle's journey across the kingdom of Liberl as she searches for the truth behind Joshua's disappearance, while a mysterious organization quietly manipulates events across the land. Gameplay keeps the series' strategic turn-based combat, but refines it with smoother pacing and fully 3D environments. Battles unfold on a tactical battlefield, where positioning, timing, and the turn order timeline play a big role in every encounter. Players can combine abilities through coordinated party attacks, creating powerful chain strikes that reward smart planning. Outside combat, exploration focuses on towns, countryside routes, and story-driven quests filled with memorable characters and world building. With updated visuals and expanded content, this remake aims to preserve the emotional storytelling and deep RPG mechanics that made the original such a standout in the genre. The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales, is an upcoming single-player adventure arriving June 18, 2026 on Nintendo Switch 2, blending nostalgic HD 2D visuals with modern real-time action gameplay. The story takes place in the world of Philibeldia, where humanity survives behind the walls of the last safe kingdom, while dangerous creatures roam the lands beyond. Players follow the young explorer Elliot and his fairy companion Faye as they venture outside the city to investigate ancient ruins and uncover secrets tied to a mystery that stretches across 1,000 years. Combat focuses on fast and responsive action, letting players switch between several weapon types, such as swords, bows, and chains, each offering different attack styles and strategies. Weapons can be enhanced using Magicite to create different builds and combat approaches. Exploration plays a major role as players travel through wilderness areas, dungeons, and forgotten structures, discovering hidden lore while gradually revealing the deeper history of the world.
Everything again.
You still have a chance to save us all.
Please, you have to.
007 First Light is an upcoming single-player spy adventure launching May 27, 2026 on Nintendo Switch 2, offering a fresh origin story for one of fiction's most iconic agents. Instead of portraying an already legendary spy, the game follows a young James Bond at the very start of his MI6 career as he works to earn his 00 status. The story takes players across international locations filled with secret facilities, high-security compounds, and dangerous enemies tied to a global conspiracy. Gameplay blends stealth, action, and cinematic espionage, allowing players to approach missions in multiple ways. You can quietly infiltrate guarded areas using gadgets and distractions, gather intelligence to manipulate situations, or jump into intense shootouts when plans fall apart. IO Interactive brings its signature sandbox mission design, encouraging experimentation and strategic thinking. Elden Ring Tarnished Edition brings From Software's massive dark fantasy adventure to Nintendo Switch 2, launching in 2026 with the full experience in one package. Set in the haunting world of the Lands Between, players step into the role of a tarnished warrior returning to a shattered kingdom in search of the legendary Elden Ring and the power to become Elden Lord. The adventure unfolds across a vast, open world, filled with ruined castles, mysterious dungeons, and dangerous landscapes where powerful demigods rule over their territories. Gameplay revolves around precise, skill-based combat that rewards timing, patience, and smart character builds. Players can experiment with a huge variety of weapons, armor, magic, and abilities to shape their own playstyle while facing brutal enemies and unforgettable bosses. With deep exploration, hidden secrets, and the massive Shadow of the Erdtree expansion included, this edition delivers the complete journey in one epic RPG experience. Kena Bridge of Spirits arrives on Nintendo Switch 2 in spring 2026, bringing its beautiful fantasy adventure and emotional storytelling to Nintendo's new system. Players step into the role of Kena, a young spirit guide who travels to a mysterious abandoned village while searching for the sacred mountain shrine. Along the way, she helps lost spirits find peace and slowly uncovers the hidden tragedy that corrupted the land. Gameplay blends exploration, puzzle solving, and fast-paced combat viewed from a third-person perspective. Kena fights using a magical staff that can transform into a bow, allowing both close-range strikes and precise ranged attacks against corrupted creatures and powerful bosses. A key mechanic is the Rot, tiny spirit companions that assist in battles, interact with the environment, and help solve puzzles throughout the journey. With vibrant environments, meaningful character moments, and the complete set of updates including New Game Plus, this version delivers the full adventure on Switch 2. Pragmata is a mysterious sci-fi adventure arriving April 24th, 2026 on Nintendo Switch 2, delivering a cinematic journey set on a futuristic lunar research station. The story follows astronaut Hugh and a young android named Diana after a catastrophic incident leaves the station controlled by hostile artificial intelligence. Stranded far from Earth, the two must work together to survive the dangerous facility while uncovering the truth behind the station's collapse. Gameplay blends third-person shooting with strategic hacking mechanics built around their partnership. Hugh handles combat using firearms and mobility tools, while Diana supports him by hacking enemy systems and exposing their weak points through a tactical interface. This creates a unique combat rhythm where action and strategy work together during intense encounters. As players explore the futuristic base, they solve environmental puzzles and uncover hidden details about the station's dark secrets, shaping a suspenseful sci-fi adventure. Monster Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection is set to launch on March 13th, 2026 for Nintendo Switch 2, continuing the monster riding RPG spin-off with a new adventure focused on strategy, exploration, and powerful creature companions. The story takes place in a world threatened by a mysterious phenomenon known as the Crystal Encroachment, a disaster slowly spreading across the lands of the rival kingdoms of Azuria and Vermeil. Players take on the role of the heir of Azuria and one of the last Rathalos riders, forming an uneasy alliance with Princess Eleanor to uncover the truth behind the catastrophe before it pushes the two nations into war. Gameplay keeps the series' tactical turn-based combat where strategy matters, but instead of hunting monsters, players bond with them as companions known as monsties. These creatures hatch from eggs and fight alongside the player, creating a deep system of team building, exploration, and monster raising across a colorful fantasy world. Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault is set to arrive on Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026, bringing back its unique mix of dungeon crawling and shop management with a bigger, fully 3D world. The story once again follows Will, a brave merchant who explores dangerous realms while trying to build a thriving shop in the village of Tresna after becoming stranded in a mysterious dimension. Gameplay revolves around a satisfying loop. Dive into ever-changing dungeons filled with monsters, traps, and valuable relics, then return to town to sell the treasures you collected. Combat is fast and action-focused, featuring dodges, different weapon styles, and strategic positioning during intense encounters. Managing your backpack also becomes part of the strategy, since certain relic combinations create powerful bonuses. Back in town, players run their own store, set item prices, upgrade equipment, and reinvest profits, creating a rewarding cycle of exploration, combat, and clever merchant strategy. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth arrives on June 3rd, 2026 for Nintendo Switch 2, continuing the modern reimagining of one of the most iconic RPG adventures ever created. The journey begins after Cloud Strife and his allies escape the towering city of Midgar, setting out across the vast world beyond its walls, while pursuing the mysterious and powerful Sephiroth. Along the way, the group uncovers deeper secrets tied to Shinra's exploitation of the planet's life energy and the fate of the world itself. Gameplay blends fast, real-time action with classic RPG strategy, allowing players to switch between party members during battles while using abilities, spells, and the iconic materia system to shape unique combat styles. The active time battle mechanics let players slow the action to plan powerful attacks and coordinated abilities. With large regions to explore, side quests, minigames, and cinematic storytelling, the adventure expands into a massive journey filled with discovery and intense battles. The Elder Scrolls 4: Oblivion Remastered is set to arrive on Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026, bringing one of the most iconic open-world RPGs ever made back with modern visuals and improvements. The adventure takes place in the vast province of Cyrodiil after the Emperor of Tamriel is assassinated, leaving the Empire vulnerable as demonic gates to the realm of Oblivion begin opening across the land. Players create their own hero and set out to find the lost heir to the throne while stopping the growing invasion threatening the world. Gameplay focuses on freedom and exploration, allowing players to travel across forests, cities, and ancient ruins while shaping their character through combat, magic, stealth, and skill progression. You can join different factions, take on hundreds of quests, and approach challenges in your own way. With upgraded visuals, improved AI, and modernized systems, this remaster aims to bring the legendary RPG adventure to a new generation. And that's the top 10. This year is packed with amazing games that'll keep you busy for months. Which one are you most excited for? drop a comment below. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more gaming content. Thanks for watching.